And I just take people's word. I mean, in good faith, I give people the benefit of the doubt. I mean, he says he had to leave his country because of persecution, and how they made some law against him out in Denmark or something, because he was casting out demons out of children. And I just out of good faith, I just take his word for it, and then all of a sudden he went to jail, and I guess from what I heard from some of his people and his circle, is that he went to jail because of I guess he's being persecuted. Now, the interpretation of that, I mean, did he go to jail because he left Denmark and they're after him in the United States and he feels persecuted, or the way they're treating him in this immigration case, they're treating him a little bit I don't know, unfairly, and maybe he's seeing that as persecution. I don't know, to be honest. I just, if he says he's being persecuted for that, and then, now who am I? I mean, I'm not there in the courtrooms. I'm not there I didn't experience everything. I wouldn't have any reason to, I guess, think that he's lying or anything like that. But they put up a video, and they put up a small clip of an old clip of me when I met Torben for the first time. I've only met him once. But then there's people that, looking at the court documents, and, there's a couple people that I know, and wonderful brothers in Christ that, are looking at certain documents, and, they're saying, well, it's because he overstayed his visa, or something like that. So he got rejected, and he reapplied again for a, to try to prove his case. Okay. So, so in my mind, I mean, when I started seeing all of this stuff, it's like, okay, the court's saying, no, he's not being persecuted. And, and to be honest, I didn't look too deep in it, because, to me, this is kind of, man, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, is it possible that Torben's lying? I don't know him that well to know exactly, like, is he lying about his persecution? Is he just a thief and a criminal? I don't know him that personally.
I'm inspired by this man's ministry.
And, somebody said something to me about me being on his payroll. I've never received a dollar, a penny, anything from Torben, as far as I know. I don't handle the accounting, but I don't handle the accounting, but I do sell books, by the way, and they're all for sale. You can get it at davidjlynn.com. But I don't know Torben too deep to know, is he lying or not. When you're applying for refugee status, I mean, yeah, there is a period that you have. I don't know if it's 6 months or a year. I don't know how it works, but you can be in the country for a certain amount of time, and they allow you. And if you apply for refugee status, you're going to have a court date. And I guess they make a decision, and after that, you have a certain amount of days to leave the country. Now, if you stay, they can come and arrest you and bring you out. So I guess when they give you a certain amount of time, and if you don't, if your visa time runs out, or that they make a judgment, or I don't know what happens, then they want to remove you from the country, which is fair. So, if you are one of those people that are looking at that video and saying, hey, David, you're pushing a lie, you're pushing something about Torben that is not true, take it down. And I'm just going to say to you that, well, first of all, it is possible that I could be wrong. And I'm going to be looking more into it. Could Torben be a total fraud? Absolutely. As far as I know, what he told me, he was being persecuted. I'm going to look a little more into it a bit. And I'm going to talk to my media team to help me to look a little bit more into it. I mean, because anyway, but today is my anniversary, and I'm going to just enjoy this day. Today is my anniversary.
I'm working right now. Sorry? I want to go down the live stream, a couple questions. Just wanted to ask you about, have you been remarried?
What can I do for
Are you married with a former spouse still alive?
What can I do for you?
Well, that's the question I'm asking, yes or no. Are you remarried? Because according to the words of Jesus, that's adultery. Have you been divorced or remarried?
You actually started slandering me falsely.
Is it true?
No, it's not.
So you haven't been remarried?
No, not what you're saying.
No, so you do
Not
have
what you're saying.
a wife that's still alive and you're remarried.
Listen,
That's
I'm
adultery.
gonna ask. Okay, I already told you the Lord's gonna rebuke you.
Lord
hard.
don't play, bro.
Very hard.
The
Watch.
Lord does not
Just
play.
watch.
You're on your way to hell, David.
God will resist the proud and give grace to the humble.
That's bad, bro.
Another Joe Biden.
That's not love.
You're still talking because you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk.
2 marriages, David. 2 marriages.
You're the
James
adult.
3:1, you're going to be held accountable for all these souls. All these souls, you're going to be held accountable.
Knowing this, that you will receive the greater
You guys
condemnation.
got a religious spirit.
We're supposed to work out our salvation with fear and trembling.
I do sell books, by the way, and they're all for sale. You can get it at davidjlynn.com. Why weed is bad? I don't think weed is bad.
Judgment is coming on the land.
Weed is not sorcery. God, unless you're saying God is a witch. Because if weed is sorcery, that makes God a witch. The reason why people get too high with marijuana is because they're just using too much. Why weed is bad? I don't think weed is bad. I do sell books, by the way, and they're all for sale. You can get it at davidjlynn.com.